Rook takes.
Bishop takes and pawn takes.
Once again, now that you've had a chance to reflect, would you? No, he took with the bishop. I was about to try to do my Jedi mind trick on you there and get you to take with the pawn. Bishop takes f6.
So knight a5 is still looking good, right?
We've been thumping the table for so long.
And we have it on the board.
The problem, I think, with knight a5 is now black's just in time to play conveniently rook d8.
With a tempo.
Threatening bishop d3 check. And if you guard that pawn, then rook b7, rook d7
and
guards.
that allows rook d3.
Bishop d3, yeah, bishop d3 check.
Why not rook d3? That's also an option, right?
True that. Sorry. Whenever I see an opportunity to gain a tempo, I look at it first. So I was looking at the checks first, but you're right. Rook takes d3 definitely is a playable move because...
You probably can't play rook c6.
He's done it, as you've suggested. Rook takes d3. Rook takes c6. What did you want to say, Nasi?
I feel like there should be a tactic after rook c6, but...
It's too early to discover what it might be. Probably as simple as rook b3. Just hitting the pawn and ideas of check on the second rank.
White king is actually not that great on e2.
It looked like Vishy was reaching for his knight to bring his knight back into civilization, knight to c5, but there is this move rook a3, and those bishops are controlling
but
an array of
for
squares.
black is that rook on a8. It's very passive.
Is it time to play a5?
Oh wait, I like a5.
It does a lot, right? Suddenly this rook on a8 that is inactive. Okay, we have to look at the ramifications of b5, but I think a5, rook b8.
Rook b8, similar idea, just bring in the rook in the game. But do I have knight d7 now for since I'm exchanges?
First of all, the answer was yes. I thought that knight d7 was actually a very good move in order to get rid of this dark square bishop. But rook c4, something to be said for it as well. I mean, it's not like knight d7 and checks. You've got a convenient way of handling a check. The king...
Magnus is slightly down on the clock, just slightly. A minute and 36 for Magnus and minute 44 for Anand.
Knight d7 again. Sure looks attractive. Vishy thinking maybe knight a6. Oh, the pawn on a4 is still hanging. Sorry, I was going pawn hunting there with knight a6 and rook c6 and bishop a7, but the pawn on a4 is still hanging. Clock's a factor?
Not yet. They have more than 1 minute.
But this is the thing. This is like it's already a 20-second thing. And Vishy's reaching for his knight. I think he wants to play knight to d7.
The problem here is there's too many moves, and that's not a good thing when you're playing a blitz game.
Sometimes you want just a very narrow path. Check king e1. Again,
but he manages to exchange... Oh, is there rook takes b4 here?
Bishop takes... What? Ooh.
Rook b4, bishop c3?
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know if it works.
Whoa. Bishop to e6? Idea of rook takes, rook takes?
If knight b8, just bishop c4, okay. So rook c6, rook takes b4, I think.
I'm pausing because it certainly is that. It is getting tricky, but I'm pausing because rook f4 is also kind of attractive. He's gone for rook c6, but he's allowed this rook takes b4, and that bishop on f6 is doing a great job at defending the king. Rook takes a7. Vishy's saying, do your worst. Whoa.
Oh, there's a blunder. Miro's giving me a hint. Bishop d4 is winning here for black.
He's spotted it.
Of course. Magnus played it in just 3 seconds.
Exactly, because you want to play rook check, but bishop d4, you have rook c1. So if you can get rid of the bishop, bishop to d4, and now rook takes g2, and suddenly...
He's picking up all the pawns.
Yes, exactly. It's a harvest suddenly. This pawn, and for the moment, the black king is really safe. Again, I mentioned it at the start of the round. Magnus somehow has a hex, a voodoo thing going. And
there we go. Magnus wins 5th game in a row.
4 seconds, and Vishy said, I've seen enough. Let's jump to the game of Fallujah.
It's board 1.